So today we are going to talk about Da compounds. This is super easy, ganz einfach. So we are just going to run through it. Are you ready? Let's go. Okay, so you have actually already been doing this and you didn't even know it. So let's look at this sentence. Nach dem Spiel essen wir zusammen. We're going to take this nach dem Spiel, after the game we eat together, and we're going to say after that we eat together. But wait, you say, I've been using danach for years and I never even knew it. Greg is laughing at me right now in the background. So this is a da compound. You've got da here, and then it's put together with your nach, your preposition. So we got rid of this part here, dem Spiel, and we just added da. Sorry, I can't write very well here. Danach essen wir zusammen. Okay, next example. Die faule Katze schläft hinter dem Haus. We're going to take that hinter dem Haus, that prepositional phrase, and turn it into a da compound. Die faule Katze schläft dahinter. So the lazy cat sleeps behind the house, the lazy cat sleeps behind it, or behind that. Okay, wissen von is to know about. So, ich weiß nichts von Einsteins Relativitätstheorie. True, I do not know anything about Einstein's theory of relativity. Okay, ich weiß nichts davon. We changed this about Einstein's theory of relativity and changed it to about it, davon. Simple, right? All you have to do is get rid of everything in the prepositional phrase after the preposition, add on your da. All right, stolz sein auf. We were using this on Tuesday during class. No, Wednesday during class. Stolz sein auf, to be proud of something. So, ich bin stolz auf meine gute Note in Deutschklasse. Ja, weil das so schwierig ist. Das ist eine schwierige Klasse, das weiß ich. Okay, ich bin stolz darauf. You'll see here we added an R here in the middle. That's just to make it pronounceable because I don't want to run around saying darauf all the time. So, darauf. Ich bin stolz darauf. We just do that because we've got two vowels. We would have two vowels in a row here, and we don't want that. Arbeiten an, to work on. Ich muss an meinem Projekt arbeiten. Das ist du, ja? Dein Projekt ist am Montag fällig. Okay, so ich muss daran arbeiten. Again, we put the R here to make it pronounceable. So it's not daran. Daran. I have to work on it. Lachen über, to laugh at. Lach bitte nicht über mein Spanisch. Ja, mein Spanisch ist nicht so gut. Es ist schrecklich. Okay, lach bitte nicht darüber. So, please don't laugh about my Spanish. Please don't laugh about it. Here again, we would have an A and a U next to each other, so we added in the R just to make it pronounceable. So, pretty simple, right? Again, we're just taking out everything after the preposition, putting a da in front of it, maybe an R if we need to. So you can do this with pretty much any preposition in German, but really these are the ones you're going to do it with. So we've got our da, and then our preposition, and then the prepositions that start with a vowel, we've got our R here in the middle. So when I'm translating sentences with these da compounds, this is going to be through it or through that, for it or for that, against it, around it, out of it, by or at it, and so on and so forth. So it's just going to be whatever that preposition is plus it or that, kind of depending on the context. Alright, I've only got one important rule for you when using this, and that is that because we're translating as it is not very nice to call a person an it. So we use da compounds for things, not for people. So if we look at these examples here, I thank you for the book. Ich danke dir für das Buch. Ich danke dir dafür. I thank you for it. Spricht über das Lied. Spricht darüber. He talks about it. However, if we're talking about people, we cannot use a da compound, again, because a person is not an it. We value people, right? And instead, we are going to go ahead and just use whatever pronoun matches the correct case there. So, ich brauche es für meine Mutter. Ich brauche es für sie. I need it for her. Not for it. For her. Spricht über den Sänger. Spricht über ihn. Right? He talks about the singer. He talks about him, not about it, because the singer is a person. This is also the case if you're talking about an animal that is given personal characteristics, so like Winnie the Pooh, for instance, something that is kind of taking on the role of a person, has a personality, but is actually an animal. In those instances, you would also use the personal pronoun instead of the da compound. Okay, so that was pretty easy. Now it's time for you to practice. Go ahead and pause this video while you fill out your Da Compounds Übung 1. Once you have finished it, then you can unpause the video and I will show you the answers and you can check yourself. You do not need to turn this in today. You can just hold on to it. And if you have any questions, then we can go over it when I return. So pause the video now and do your work. Okay, so now you have finished that worksheet. Let's look at them. First, we have Ja, ich lache darüber. So make sure that you've got your da plus R plus über. Ah, yes, I laugh about it. Nummer 2. Ja, ich bin stolz darauf. Yes, I am proud of it. Darauf. Darauf. Nein, wir müssen nicht lange daran arbeiten. No, we do not have to work on it for very long. So I added in my nicht here just because it makes sense in the context of the question that's being asked. And I've got my dot on, and it just goes in the same place that the prepositional phrase went in the sentence originally. You don't have to move it around or anything. Okay, ja, ich interessiere mich dafür. This is what we call a reflexive verb, so this is the reflexive part. It changed from dich to mich because now I have I and me. That is not critical for you to know right now. Just if you were wondering why it was mich, that's why. And nein, ich habe keine Angst davor. So, no, I do not have any fear of it. Or I have no fear of it. Again, I added in the kein because it made sense in the context. And then I have davor. Alright, so hopefully you feel pretty good about that. Have you discovered yet what the greatest thing about da compounds is? I forgot to mention it to you earlier. This is the greatest thing about da compounds. It doesn't matter what gender it is, right? Because if we go back, whoop-de-doop. Okay, here. Ich muss an meinem Projekt arbeiten, so it's das Projekt. And I have to know that arbeiten an takes the dative. Alright, takes the dative, which means that it became an meinem Projekt. But when I say daran, it doesn't matter what the gender was, it's just daran every time. Awesome. I love it when gender does not come into play. Gender and case. Alright, so that is everything about da compounds. Discard. Okay. Great job. Thanks, guys. I'll see you next week.